Hi guys, it's Ella. Welcome back to my channel. This weekend I'm going to Anime North. I say this weekend, but by the time I post this, I've probably already gone. This is my first anime convention, actually my first convention ever, and I'm super excited to go. Before I post the vlog that is definitely to come, here's a video on the process of making our costumes. My brother, my partner, and I worked on our costumes for weeks, and I filmed the process. The results are amazing, and I'm so happy with the outcome. Just quickly, if you're new here, you should check out my channel and subscribe. I do really cool stuff like game playthroughs, doll videos, and a bunch of random stuff, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, like it and leave a comment. I really love hearing from people who watch my videos. I ended up thrifting my dress for my Arrietty cosplay, but I didn't actually film any of the alterations. I have pictures instead. Basically, all I did was cut the sleeves off and sew them. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. After finishing my dress, the next thing we moved on to was my brother's cosplay. He's cosplaying Yuri from Girls Last Tour, and his girlfriend is cosplaying Cheeto. We started with his coat. I thrifted this coat and then bought some fuzzy rugs from Dollarama. We didn't quite have enough material to make a real hood, so I improvised by making it look like there's a hood on the back of his jacket. We also added fur to the cuffs of his sleeves and around the bottom. The final touch on this coat was the big circular zipper ring. He wanted it to be fairly large, like in the manga, and we ended up finding some key rings that were the perfect size. I also ended up using one of those key rings later for my cosplay. Then we moved on to my partner's cosplay. He's going as Yami from Black Clover. My grandmother, who was helping us through this whole process, sewed a beautiful emblem for his cloak. She embroidered it using velvet for most of the design, and even adding a little shiny star. We made his cloak from an old t-shirt he had. I cut the t-shirt open, removed the sleeves, and used the hem as a strap. I measured the strap to make sure it was snug around his body, and then we sewed pleats into the material. It was really starting to come together. After sewing on the emblem, I had to make the cloak look torn. This was the scary part. I was very worried that this wouldn't end up looking good, and that I'd ruin the whole thing. But the final look ended up being awesome. For my cosplay, I needed a pin sword. Arrietty finds a pin, which is the perfect size for her to use as a weapon. I found a pinwheel at the Dollarama and styrofoam balls that were the perfect size. We had to use a saw to get the pinwheel off of the stick. And then I just needed to put a hole in the styrofoam ball and glue it on. After that, my grandmother painted it for me while I was finishing up everyone else's costumes. She used acrylic paint and it turned out super cool. It's honestly perfect. Unfortunately, when I was filming a transition video for my costume, the pin fell apart. Luckily, this was a week before the convention because I wanted to try everything on and make sure stuff like this didn't happen on the day of. I had used super glue before, but this time I fixed it with the glue gun super fast. And after that, it stayed on. Last but not least, my brother needed a helmet. After searching the internet and a whole bunch of local stores, we went to the army surplus shop in my grandmother's neighborhood and we found the perfect helmet. It's actually a real army helmet, but it's the insert, the part that goes on your head while the metal part of the helmet goes on top of it. Something like that. I'm not an expert. It's plastic, but it's like very tough plastic. My brother painted it black with acrylic paint. And then I outlined the design for him. He painted the design white. And I went in after to touch it up. It came out looking so cool. And here are the final looks. I think our cosplays turned out super cool. I'm so proud of them. If you liked this video, subscribe to my channel and leave a like on the video. And comment. Let me know, have you heard of Arrietty? Because a lot of people I've talked to haven't. And let me know in the comments who you think will get recognized the most. I'm really curious to see. I'm super excited for this convention. And stay tuned for the vlog that's to come. Okay, bye!